people living between 20 and 30 kilometers from the Fukushima #1 power plant to take shelters indoors as more radiation was released from the plant on Tuesday.
We need now for everybody to move out of the 20-kilometer radius from the #1 plant. And in areas from 20 to 30 kilometers from the power plant, depending on what happens at the power plant, we would like to ask you to remain indoors, at home or in your offices.
The National Police Agency says everyone living within 20 kilometers of the Fukushima #1 nuclear power plant had left by noon on Tuesday. The government had ordered them to leave. Police used buses and helicopters to move 546 people from hospitals and nursing homes for the elderly. At around 4:30 p.m. local time, Chief Cabinet Secretary Yuko Edano spoke at a news conference about the amount of radiation monitored at the front gate of the Fukushima #1 nuclear power plant.
And the radiation level at the front gate as of 8:31 a.m. was 8,217. This radiation level monitored near the front gate as of 9 a.m. was 11,930 microsievert, a very high level, but at 12:30 it came down to 1,362 at 3:30 p.m. This came down to 596.4, much higher than the normal level, but still the level has come down to the level to cause no harm to human health, came down to 596.4, much higher than the normal level, but still the level has come down to the level to cause no harm to human health, according to the report I have received. And 11,000 level is the equivalent to the amount of radiation you may receive in a normal life for a year. If you stay in that place for 1 hour, you may be exposed to 11,000 microsievert, so you have to remain cautious. So we have to monitor the situation closely, but the high concentration of radioactive material is not emitted constantly from the #4 reactor right now.
The Tokyo Electric Power Company says a fire has ceased burning at the #4 reactor building of the Fukushima #1 nuclear power plant. And earlier, Chief Cabinet Secretary said the fire may have caused a spike in radioactivity around the plant. Tokyo Electric says the fire started at 9:38 a.m. Japan time on Tuesday, but it confirmed at 11 a.m. that the fire had burned itself out. The company says it has found damage to the roof of the building. The #4 reactor was shut down last November for maintenance and was not operating when the quake hit. However, the company says the temperature of the storage pool for spent nuclear fuel at the plant was 84 degrees Celsius, more than twice as high as usual. 783 nuclear fuel rods are stored in the pool. Tokyo Electric says it appears a lack of coolant caused the fuel rods to be exposed and a hydrogen explosion followed. It says it now plans to begin pumping water into the pool. Hydrogen gas was also blamed for explosions on Saturday and Monday at the #1 and #3 reactors. Other prefectures in the Kanto region, officials say the current levels will not immediately affect people's health. 5 microsieverts per hour were recorded for 10 minutes from 7:46 a.m. local time in Tokai Village, Ibaraki Prefecture, 110 kilometers south of the nuclear plant. That was about an hour and a half after the explosion. Experts say the usual radiation level in Tokai Village is 0.05 microsieverts. They say the level at noon was 2 microsieverts, which is about 40 times higher than usual. They reported the radiation measurements to the government at 8:15 a.m. as required by law. The Ibaraki Prefectural Government says it detected 5.57 microsieverts of radiation in the air. That's about 100 times higher than usual. Higher than usual radiation has been also detected in the capital, Tokyo. The metropolitan government says its institute in central Tokyo has measured 0.89 microsieverts, which is about 22 times more than usual. And another facility in Tokyo says it's detected 2 radioactive substances, cesium and iodine, which were both produced by a nuclear reaction. The Tochigi Prefectural Government says it measured 1.318 microsieverts at 10 a.m. in Utsunomiya City, 140 kilometers southwest of the nuclear power plant. It says that's more than 30 times the usual radiation level. The Chiba Prefectural Government says it measured 0.074 microsieverts at 6 a.m. in Ichihara City, 218 kilometers from the nuclear power plant. Well, the University of Tokyo professor Keiichi Nakagawa says the higher-than-usual radiation in Tokyo is thought to be connected to the radiation leak from the nuclear power plant in Fukushima. But he added that the current level is very low and will not affect human health at all. Closed and air conditioners and other forms of ventilations turned off. When outdoors, people are advised to wear masks or cover their mouths and nose with wet towels or handkerchiefs to prevent inhalation of radioactive substances. Skin should be exposed as little as possible. Measures should also be taken to prevent internal exposure through inhalation and consumption of food. Accumulation of radioactive substances can have long-term health effects. When returning home from outdoors, change clothes and wash hands and faces. People should also avoid drinking tap and well water and eating food that has been left outdoors.